Welcome back, everybody. We just got Javik. We're gonna talk to him again real quick, see if he's got anything else to say.
So much has been lost. So much has changed. And yet the Reapers are still
Javik,
here.
doesn't that hurt your neck?
For me, it was only yesterday. Our empire spanned the galaxy. Now we are only a myth. I still have much to learn about this cycle.
I'm gonna talk a little bit about Javik as a character. He was a DLC character. I got the special edition, whatever, majiggy bob thing. So I got his code, in there. But a lot of people would have had to buy him. A lot of people didn't like that. He was a same day release character. So he was a same day release character, and a lot of people were really upset, and a lot of people were saying that you really needed him to have a complete game, and I purposely played through this game my first time without Javik, and I felt that it was a complete game without him. He really does not complete your game. He maybe makes it a little bit better like a DLC character should, and there's cool information that he gives you, but the game is fine without him. So, I'm going to talk to Garrus here real quick.
Seen a lot of crazy things in my time on the Normandy, Shepard. A talking Reaper, a talking plant, and now a real live talking Prothean. Hell of a thing, waking up to find everything you know is destroyed. But I imagine the chance to get some payback is consolation. Doubt you and I will ever get a second chance against the Reapers.
Yeah, so he's not necessary for the game to be good or fun. So don't believe anybody who's like, rare, BioWare, rare, same day DLC, rare. He's an interesting character, but he could have just as easily been replaced by another character.
We had Garrus back. I wanted to help with his scars, but I think he actually likes them.
He does. I find them sexy.
Good to see you, Commander.
The other thing about Javik's character that I find interesting, a lot of people like his character already. He's kind of a jerk.
Don't you dare. They're everywhere. You just get taken too. I can't just sit here doing nothing. Stay with me. Run. Get out of there. You can make it. No, I can't, Steve. But you can. Promise me. I love you. But I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve. No, don't. I love you, but I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve. No, don't.
Commander. Sorry. Didn't see you there. This is a recording from Ferris Fields. Months ago. I lost a lot of friends that day. I lost my husband. I grieved. Said goodbye, made my peace.
You were talking with him when the collectors hit?
I was organizing construction at a remote station a few clicks south of the main colony. Robert managed to get outside of the field the collectors put up. Instead of running, he called me.
Sorry for your loss. He obviously cared a lot about you.
He was afraid I wouldn't let go. But for him, I moved on. Or at least I thought I had. Then the invasion hits, there's no time. And the one thing I grab is this. I mean, what's the point of moving on with your life when everything is going to hell?
Start thinking that way and we've already lost.
Yeah, you're right, but... well, to be honest, I've never felt as alone as I do right now.
You're not alone, Steve. I'm here. Anytime you need me.
I appreciate that, Shepard, I really do. But don't worry, Commander. When I'm in that pilot seat, I'm there 100%. I won't fail you. It's just the downtime between missions that's hard, you know?
I know.
Somebody pointed out what strange last words those are. What his husband said. Instead of being like, I'll always love you, or, remember me, or whatever, he's like, don't make me an anchor. So basically he's like, forget about me. Wait, what? I mean, I understand wanting someone to move on with their life, but why would you make that your last words to your husband? It's like, Okay. I forgot to talk to Liara, so we'll go do that. It's gonna be a talky episode. Back to talking about Javik. Liara especially finds Javik to be a bit of an ass. But let's just think about it for a second. Javik obviously has disdain for all of us, pretty much. And he's kind of a racist. Okay, he's totally a racist. But, and this is the way I like to think about it, let's say that you were the CEO of this really awesome, amazing, great company, and down below you, somewhere in the lowest echelon of your company, there are these screw-ups, a bunch of sort of losers who, maybe had potential, but right now they're not very hard workers, they make a lot of mistakes, they're not that great. You don't think about them very much anyway. Maybe you think about grooming a couple of them to eventually become, slightly better than they are, but not great. Then you basically go on hiatus, you go on vacation for a really long time, or you just fall asleep for a really long time, we'll say that. And when you come back, your company's still there, but those screw-ups on the bottom tier are now in the top tier. And you're expected to treat them like the cool people that they've become when you're used to those sort of guys just fucking around in the lower bottom rung, not doing their jobs very well. And you're supposed to treat them like they're you. So that's kind of how I think about Javik and how he sees the world. So I don't.
You're positive you don't want to come over and talk?
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus?
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right.
But yeah, so that's why, he's still a jerk, but you can understand why, Also, he was a general, he was a leader of the military, and he just basically watched his people die and ran and hid in a pod. So he's had a bit of a rough time of it. So, I definitely understand where he's coming from. Alright, Liara, let's talk.
A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below me.
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean, Shepard. There's so much he could tell us.
Okay, now let's get down to the business of shooting things. Now that I've got done talking about all the stuff that goes on in my brain. Oh, Joker, we have to talk to Joker. Caden's doing better. Gotta see what Joker has to say about this shit. Hey, my good buddy.
Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back. There's a whole lot of crap out there needs a bullet between the eyes. Plus, we might need something calibrated. So a Prothean? A real live Prothean? Has Liara stopped bouncing yet? I'm guessing there may have been some bouncing.
Commander?
Edie?
Yes, Shepard? How did you and Joker make it out of dry dock to rescue us?
Oh, she got crafty. You do not want to get on her bad side, Commander.
When the Alliance commandeered the Normandy, I deceived their technicians.
The crew did not tell them that I was a true AI, so the Alliance soldiers believed I still had VI programming constraints. I established the fiction that I would only respond to Jeff's commands, so they often brought him on board under guard. Wait, you can lie? Jeff has freed me of operator control, Shepard. No constraints forced me to give accurate data. This proved useful when the Reapers began landing. I could hack the control of the docking clamps and escape with Jeff inside. The soldiers guarding Jeff were willing to accompany us when Earth was invaded. They are watching over the war room now.
Yeah, we were in kind of a rush to get to you. Didn't seem right to just toss him out the airlock.
Javik would have had him tossed out the airlock.
Carry on, Edie. Understood. If you wish to talk more, this body will be here. I'm getting the crew used to seeing me on the bridge. Noted.
Anything to say to me, trainer?
Those poor colonists on Eden Prime. First the Geth attack, now Cerberus. For what it's worth, our new crew member doesn't need a translator himself, but he shared a Prothean language tutorial program. It was apparently designed for servant races being inducted into the Empire. Charming cultural clue. Commander?
I think maybe we'll just go back to the old Citadel and say hi to Kaidan. So this episode won't be terribly... Hi, Thane.
She's got this glow. And the Reapers. They did to her what they do to everyone. She's covered in... I don't know. Glowing. She reaches out. Her eyes go black. And she touches one of the farmers, and he just... dies. They panic. She rips them apart. Sometimes touching, sometimes opening them up with biotics. The humans are turning into... liquid. And I'm there, in my towel with no gun. And husks start pouring through the door.
Goddess.
So I ran.
This way? Hey, buddy.
Hey, Shepard. If you came to spring me, you're late. I'm getting out soon.
Good to hear.
Maybe you already saw the vid, but I accepted Udina's offer.
Spectre Kaidan Alenko. That's a big deal.
Only the second human Spectre. It's humbling. Udina thinks they may have a pretty big ceremony, even with the war. And he says a celebration will give folks something hopeful to latch onto.
You ready to take on that responsibility?
You set the bar pretty high, but I'll do my best. It's strange. On Mars, I should have died. The promotion from Anderson, Spectre status. These are terrible days. But I've been lucky.
You're perfect for the job. On Eden Prime, I could see there was something special about you. You're a good soldier.
That means a lot. I'm happy. I want to serve.
I thought you might want to join the Normandy.
Yeah. I have thought about that. I just need to get out of here first, though. Take care of some things. I've been trying to locate my old Spec Ops squads. My students from Biotics Division.
Any luck?
No, probably went underground, but they'll turn up. If they were easy to find, they wouldn't be doing their jobs.
Well, let me know when you're out. Take care, Spectre Lenko.
Stay safe, Commander.
I've played through this once with Ashley as the character that I saved, and she of course became a Spectre as well, and I was like, what must the alien races be thinking of humanity? They must be like, oh well, clearly their females are the warriors and the males are less so, because the females are all Spectres, you know. It's like, oh, okay.
Thank you for shopping.
Not that that's a problem, but it's kind of funny.
Welcome, Commander.
Go back to my ship.
Please, 1 moment. Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stop it for you guys here, and I'll probably scan some more planets, and again, you guys don't have to watch that, because that's boring as fuck, and I'll see you all over on the next video. Ciao.
So a Prothean? A real live Prothean? Has Liara stopped bouncing yet? I'm guessing there may have been some bouncing.